So it was reconstructed, but then using traditional materials. Right? Now problem ke cha bhane, look at this temple here, right? The one behind you. Sorry, in front of you. Now here kasto huncha bhane ni, some of these neighborhoods were in such a bad state. Right? So just to show you, give you an idea for how bad things were. So you monument here, right? So just to give you an idea of, how sometimes you always wonder, are we too late? So what you really have to understand is this manual that you made. So there is structures. So by the time we were working on these structures, they were in a very bad state. Okay? So they were in such a bad state that some of them we could not even recover. We didn't even know what was carved there. It was in such a bad state. So when it came time to restore it, we kept them blank. Okay. Now it's a very interesting conversation because the first conversation in Nepal is that you carve garne paisa khayo, that you stole the money for carving it. But the second conversation is, do you know what to carve? No. So the problem is, if you give paint and a brush to an artist in Kathmandu, the future Thankas will probably have a Buddha on a motorcycle. So if you don't know, keep it blank. So someday somebody will come up with a photograph or a group photo or something, or some logic as to what to carve, and then we'll carve it. But until then, let's keep it blank. So it is also part of the campaign. Is that if you don't know, we keep it blank. Okay. Now just to show you what the state was. So look at it, right? So 1974. This is what the neighborhood looked like. 1974.
This neighborhood.
This neighborhood. 1974. Right? So look at the next picture. 1989. 89. Even worse. About 89 pachi, look at the next one is 95. 1995.
The earthquake has become summer.
No. English year.
80. That's 15 years ago.
97. 97. And then now. Exactly. So if you didn't work on these things in the research, it would be lost, because already you can see some of them are already lost. So losing is one. Now the question is, what do we do about private buildings? Okay. So what we're going to do is go inside. So just understand that there is a lot of property like the one we are going to go into, which has to be commercially viable. Okay. So what does it mean to be commercially viable? We have to make the building in such a way that they can take a loan, but they should be able to pay back the loan. Okay. So this building has 8 units, 8 rooms, and it's a bed and breakfast. So it pays for itself, but it was done with a 3% interest financing. Okay. So let's go inside. Come on.
I used to work in UNESCO for some time. Yeah, so they did a lot of restoration project.
Okay. So come to sit anywhere, and then so this is where, when you take people on the walk, also remember a good place where there is a restroom.
Yeah, please.
Restored, reviewed, restored, restored, but then restored with a interest loan, which Devendra took that. Okay, so Devendra ji, so we have to just understand, is the owner of the property. Okay? So there are many properties like this, but what we have to show people is, if you want to get rid of garbage in Kathmandu, then you have to say, let me show you Mukunda Bharai's house. The Mukunda Bharai is a guy who builds biogas using garbage. Okay? So you show him his big house, and he says, do you know how you built your house? With your garbage. So please stop throwing garbage. So you show Devendra's house, and nobody will stop pulling his house, because he will say how much money he is making from his old house. So in Patan now, I have many young people who say, I make more money from a good job at the UN. So UN ma jun jagir cha, हैन त्यो भन्दा बढी पैसा कमाउँछु भनेर भन्नु पर्यो नि. Only then people come. So it's not that easy. So कति वर्ष भयो?
हामीले गेस्ट हाउसको रूपमा रन गरेको 3.5 वर्ष जति भयो.
Anil. We've been, working together for a long time. So what I do on Saturday? So my friend, economy of
Oh, very good.
basically saying this.
Yeah.
Bed and breakfast material,
Yeah.
Just a 5 minutes walk.
actually हर किसिमबाट provision छैन माथि हाम्रो छोटो
But it was I used to bring the group here.
12 जना बसेर
It is
सक्छ
and we are rising here.
कहिले युवालाहरुले पनि गर्न आउँदैन
Will it be rented like this? I first see Victoria is staying there. Victoria is staying there. She took the whole house.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is stop for a while, have your water, and then talk for bought them and made Dwarika. But these are the real Dwarika, where the windows are not being pulled out. So basically, Dwarika maybe that was the best response at the time. But now, can you imagine pulling this house and taking the window to build the Dwarika? So it is the reverse of that. But then, at the time, he was probably a visionary who said, so he did that. But now this is what. So what I want to just take a rest, go upstairs, see the views, and then see, if this is a good place for your friends next time they visit. Because your marketing was only as a word of mouth. So come. And then go upstairs to see the space where you can have dinner, reception, stand group.
Sunlight because there's a central space which is open. Please mind your head as you come up.
And then
You need to open your shoes and then you go in.
All right. So this is the acid
Like a
test.
suite, yeah?
Wow. Even got a bathtub. There's even a bathtub.
The shower.
Mm.
Tub.
Kitchenette.
Small little pantry, this thing.
Pull down all their own houses.